Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a King Arthur Legends Rise video. I'd like to thank you for sponsoring the video. If you want to get involved, you can. You can download right now using my link down below. And damn, let's talk about some of the mistakes I am literally making today. Okay, I've been playing this game for about a week. Really enjoying the gameplay, honestly. Such a fun game. But there is a lot going on. All right, I've played this type of game, obviously, for a while. And even for me, there is a lot going on. And it's kind of like, focus in if you want to progress fast. Focus in if you want to avoid making some of the mistakes that I've been making for the last week. So I'm going to call out a few things. The first one I want to call out, front and center, is about summoning. And specifically about the guaranteed banners. Right, I made a mistake literally in my last video where I went all in here for Irrit. And basically, each of the banners has got like a guaranteed pity system. All of the rate up banners I'm talking about. So you'll have a rate up banner when you first start playing the game. And then they drop them from time to time, either for new heroes like this one, or for kind of like special summoning events. And there'll be like a 60 starting point. So if you pull 60 summons, you will be guaranteed either the legendary that's on the card, on the banner, or a different legendary. It's a 50-50. So if you go all the way through 60 summons, 50-50 is the one you're looking at, or it's a different one, okay? Now, when I did my summoning session the other day, I misunderstood what was going on. And you can see now, I've actually got a guaranteed legendary in 26 summons, but I've only got 14 summons left. The guaranteed is either another copy of Irrit here, or it's a different legendary. Another copy in this game, by the way, is very strong because you start to upgrade your legendaries, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, for me, I've now got to try and either find a way to get 12 more, or really what's happened is I've wasted about 30 odd summons, which I could have saved for the next banner. So just watch out for your summoning, especially if you're a low spender or free to play or whatever. Watch out for these summoning events. There is a similar thing going on here with special summons. So special summons, you can earn quite a lot through the game, actually. And this one, you get a guaranteed summon after, I think it's still 60, but maybe I've pulled 10, or maybe it is 50. But this one here is, once it reaches 0, you've got a 100% chance to get a legendary. Okay, so it might be 50 or 60, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if I've already pulled 10. But yeah, make sure you are basically summoning in chunks. And you can use some of your gems to top up in the special summon. But I don't think it's possible to do that in the rate up summon. So it's even more crucial in the rate up one to be careful. Okay, second one I want to call out here is just gold. Gold, gold, gold. Everything needs gold. Yeah, and again, I was making mistakes. I was in the market and I was like, ooh, do I want to buy all these things? Like, I don't know. There's so many different types of, what do you call it, like currencies. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is useful for this. And, you know, everything costs gold. But not just everything in the market. If you go to your hero page, everything costs gold. Whether it is advancing somebody's level. This one's maxed out. Let me just grab someone who's not. So if I was to add someone's levels, that costs gold. If I have got enough materials to advance them up another rank, that costs gold. Chivalry costs gold. I'll tell you the biggest mistake I made. I was getting copies of rares and uncommons and stuff. And you've got this red dot syndrome going on, okay? So I'm red dotting, I'm like, Anguish, I know that he's a good rare. So I'm just like, bam, pledge, do it, do it, do it. Every time you do the next pledge, it costs more gold. So I was wasting my gold. Not wasting necessarily, but I was using my gold without any sort of thought. And as I say, you'll get to the point soon. I've started to get to 4-star gear, which is not that high. Soon it'll be 5- and 6-star gear. That costs a ton of gold, okay? So just be careful. Everything in the game costs gold, whether it's, you know, skill ups, improving your relics, like everything will. And you'll get to a point very soon where you run out. And it will be your hardest resource to keep hold of. So, and there's not really, as far as I'm seeing it, like go here and farm gold. You know, if you sell off your crappy gear, you've got to farm a decent amount of gear to get enough gold to start leveling stuff. So it's a bit of a thing they need to tweak in the game, honestly. But yeah, just early on, be careful with it. It's definitely the toughest thing. Okay, next one is I joined the game and I just joined a clan. Like, I didn't know who the clan was. I need to find a good clan. By the way, if you're in a good clan, let me know down below if you want me to be in the mix. I'm still low level, but I'm working. But yeah, this is the thing. Attendance. Look, so my clan, I mean, right now, has only got 17 people, and only half of those logged in yesterday. I'm literally finding a new clan today, by the way. You want to be in a clan where people join and log in and are active. If all of a clan of 25 is logging in every day, you actually get a summon ticket every day. It's actually a ton of rewards every day if you're in an active clan. More stamina, more clan tokens, everything, right? So, and the clan tokens help you spend in the clan shop, which is some of the places where you can get relic power-ups, some different summon tickets. Like, it's decent, right? So you definitely want to be in an active clan. It's a must-do for this game, like absolute must-do. Next one actually is an interesting one. For your healers, you definitely would like to have Vigor gear. Vigor gear means that you're going to get to cast your big abilities more often. Yeah, so you want to be farming, or I guess it's not always farming. Sometimes it's just like grab it from campaign levels, but the dragon is where you're going to get a decent amount of the materials that you need. So even if it's a lower level, you want to get yourself a Vigor set on your healers as quick as you can, just so they're able to cast their main abilities more frequently. So yeah, just basically get a recharge of Vigor when they have their turn. It means you don't get to cast your big abilities over and over again rather than waiting. So this is like an essential set for your support cast on your teams. The next mistake I've been making, I actually learned this from Saf, who's playing as well, 3-starring stuff, right? So I've been going back, you know, as I get stronger, kind of going back to earlier levels, right? Make sure I 3-star it, get my rewards. You actually earn a lot of rewards from this, summons and stuff. I was going in there and I was like, right, what were the things I needed to do again? And it was like, okay, well, defeat all enemies, that's obvious. Make sure I use 2 flame heroes, win within 25 turns. So I'm bringing in 2 flame heroes and trying to win within 25 turns. Sounds obvious, right? Actually, I could use 2 or more flame heroes once, get that condition done, and then go back in after without any flame heroes, but win within 25 turns. I still get the 3 stars if I do it in 2 separate things. So this is a really interesting one. I didn't know that at all until I was chatting to Saf, and I was like, damn. So if I wanted to go back and try and clear up my 1-star miss here, which is use 2 or more frost heroes, I don't need to win within 20 turns. It's actually quite a big change. Quite a nice change as well. So like that. Yeah, so one of the other things is like my brain is a little bit fried by the amount of stuff going on. So let's just like focus in on what are the important things to do. So like in a lot of these style of games, one of the most important things is level up and then rank up. I'm not in the part where I can rank up yet. You need to do certain parts of the story mode to unlock the next things. But certainly getting a core 4, honestly, to level 60 is the priority. And I'm working through. So I have spread too much across different champs already. And you don't really want to do that. You want to get your core 4 in. And I'm guilty right now. I'm thinking, oh, I've got another damage dealer. I'm going to level another damage dealer. Ultimately, you kind of want a decent spread of abilities. Like 2 supports, 2 damage is probably the best way to go, I think. But getting a core 4 up to level 60 is going to like massively turbocharge your account. Which does mean you need to progress through certain levels of story to unlock, you know, different things like Relic Awakening. Oh, sorry, yeah. The other one is Relic Awakening, which I'm getting to soon once I finish this chapter. Like, concentrating on a group is going to be way more influential to your teams than it will be if you spread across, you know, 10 or 20 champions, which are going to help you in specific areas of the game. So I would suggest take 2 supports, 2 damage dealers. And, you know, if you've got rares, one of the heroes here, K, is a great damage dealer, by the way, as a rare. You know, you don't need to go all legendaries. That's the other thing that I've kind of made a mistake of, is like, they're gold. I want them to be my highest level dudes. I didn't need to do that. It's much easier to find, you know, some of the chivalry stuff for rares. It's much easier to rank up that sort of element. And some of the rares, honestly, are very strong. in terms of supports and damage dealers. I'll do a separate video on that, but definitely don't think that it has to be gold for it to be good in this game. That is not the way this works. So yeah, so focus on leveling champs, focus on story. Make sure you do your Colosseum hits every day, even if you find someone that you can't beat up. Yeah, so if I find a duel, which is hard for me, which I'm not going into, I'm so low. I have not been doing this until literally yesterday. But if I find a duel that I can't beat, I could literally lose to it and it would refresh my page. So make sure you do your hits, because again, there's a shop, you get rewards, and the shop is another place where you can get things like some of the memory stones for decent legendaries, which I think it might be the only place in the game that you can even pick them up. So yeah, these are worth saving for, but you can also just pick up like summon tickets and stuff like that as well. So, you know, arena, story, and leveling dudes. That's kind of like your early game priority. And leveling dudes pretty much includes, you know, doing your power-up dungeons, starting to unlock the relic one and the awakening ones. That's going to be part of your powering up as well, which I'm just about to get to. But yeah, outside of that, you can do your 5 forbidden dungeon hits. And if you get to a level where you get stuck, so I didn't manage to clear this one yesterday, didn't realize you could just go back and auto clear with some of your tokens and get rewards in an instant. So even if you don't have time to push the dungeon today, you could literally just do 4 auto clears, get 4 lots of rewards, and at least you've got something out of the day. These, by the way, are visually sweet. If you've not been in here yet, again, some of this, there's so much going on. I didn't even go into some of this stuff early on, so it's definitely worth just taking a moment. Just kind of like, okay, I've got this adventure, I've got this story. What am I doing here? What do I need to do here? Yeah, I just found like that there's a lot going on. Training camp, don't forget about it. Once you've done your basic, you're going to unlock a next level. There's a lot going on. So now and then, just kind of like take a second and be like, what's actually my priority for right now? And for me, it's go back to the story, HH. Get it done. Get yourself unlocked so you can start to re-progress some of these different heroes. And you don't need to freestar everything right away. You don't. Come back to it when you're stronger and the freestarring will be tons easier. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Really enjoying King Arthur. Got loads of cool things in this game. If you want to get involved, you can. You can download right now using my link down below. Yeah, thank you again, King Arthur, for sponsoring the video. And I'll see you in the next one.